Thermal pollution is a rapid temperature increase in a body of water that affect water quality and aquatic life. Thermal pollution caused by human activity and natural causes. Cooling in power plants contribute in thermal pollution. Power plant require water to make steam, cool down machinery and turn the hot steam back into liquid water. Okay, next I will share the general description and principle of thermal pollution in power plant. Power plant is one of the example of heat engine. While heat engine is the device that convert heat to work, the generator in power plant convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. They receive heat from a high temperature source. Then, they convert part of the heat to work and reject the remaining waste heat to a low temperature sink. They operate in a cycle. Thermal and steam power plant is the example of the second law of thermodynamics, which cannot transform all heat energy into electricity due to limit in thermal efficiency. The industry using water from the nearby water source as a coolant. Water used by power plant to keep machine cool is returned to the natural environment at a higher temperature. Water also used to generate steam to spin a turbine. A thermoelectric plant works by heating water in a boiler until it's turned into steam. The steam is then used to spin a turbine, which drives an attached generator producing electricity. After the steam passes through the turbine generator, it is sent to a condenser to be condensed back into water. Water used by the condenser to cool the steam is withdrawn from nearby rivers, lakes and also ocean. Condensed water is pumped back to the boiler and converted into steam again so that it can be used to produce more electricity, and the cooling water is generally discharged back to the body of water from which it came. When heated water returns to the river or ocean, the water temperature rises sharply.
Effect of water cooling system to the environment. Decrease in dissolved oxygen levels. The warm temperature reduces the level of DO in the water. The warm water holds relatively less oxygen than cold water due to it being incapable. The decrease in DO can create suffocation for plants and animals, which may give rise to the anaerobic conditions. Warmer water allows algae to flourish on the surface of the water, and over the long term, growing algae can decrease oxygen levels in the water. Increase in toxins. With the constant flow of high temperature discharge from industries, there is a huge increase in toxins that are being regurgitated into the natural body of water. These toxins may contain chemicals or radiation that may have a harsh impact on the local ecology and make them susceptible to various diseases. Loss of biodiversity. Changes in environment may cause certain species of organisms to shift their base to some other place, while there could be a significant number of species that may shift in because of warmer waters. Ecological impact. An abrupt change in water temperature, either a rapid increase or decrease, known as thermal shock, can result in the mass killing of fish, insects, plants or amphibians. Warmer water may prove favorable for some species, but it could be lethal for other species. Many aquatic species are sensitive to small temperature changes, such as 1 degree Celsius, that can cause significant changes in organism metabolism and other adverse cellular biology effects. Affect reproductive system. A significant halt in the reproduction of marine wildlife can happen due to increasing temperature, as reproduction can happen within a certain range of temperature. Excessive temperature can cause the release of immature eggs or can prevent the normal development of sleeping eggs. Increases metabolic rate. Thermal pollution increases the metabolic rate of organisms as increasing enzyme activity occurs, which causes organisms to consume more food than what is normally required. if their environment will not change. It disrupts the stability of food chain and alters the balance of species composition.
Hi, so the effort or method tackling problem firstly is the cooling points. Cooling point or reservoir are the simplest method of controlling thermal discharge. In cooling point, heated influence on the surface of water maximize the dissipation of heat into the atmosphere and minimize the area and volume of the water. This is the simplest and cheapest method that cool the water to considerably low temperature. However, the method alone is less desirable as well as inefficient in terms of air-water contact. So secondly is cooling towers. After using water from water source for cooling purpose, it is subsequently returned to the water body after passing through the condenser, which is termed the cooling process. Therefore, cooling towers are designed to control the temperature of water to make the cooling process more effective. Cooling towers are mainly used to dissipate the recovered waste heat to eliminate the problem of thermal pollution. So next, the artificial lakes. The artificial lakes are man-made water bodies that offer a possible alternative. The heat influence may be discharged into the lake at one end, and the water may be withdrawn from the other end for cooling purpose. The heat is eventually dissipated through evaporation. However, these lakes have to be rejuvenated continuously. So last is the water recycling. Industrially treated water can be recycled for domestic use or industrial heating that the problem of thermal pollution can be mitigated.